Lucifer is now the master of butt rock. He jumped into Vince Vicente. The rock star? The douchebag. Guy used to roll with purple hair down to his butt and a spiked codpiece.
That was the 80s.
What, are you defending him?
No, I mean, his third album was kind of... not horrible.
I hate you so much right now.
I've been around all stripes of Vince. All right, drunk Vince, depressed Vince, megalomaniacal. I'm a golden god Vince. The Vince who threw me through that door, it wasn't him.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
As well as being a Supernatural fan, I am a huge Rick Springfield fan.
I'm sorry.
And his performance as Lucifer actually frightened me a little.
Frightened me as well.
As the true OG Lucifer, I wanted to know what you thought of his performance.
He should have watched the show. Yeah, I read an interview with him where he said he did not watch the show and he thought that was a virtue because he didn't want to get any ideas in his head about how to play Lucifer. Well, he had ideas in his head, they were just wrong. I'm in so much trouble. I think I would say that if he were here. I mean, I'm not one to criticize another actor most of the time, but I had a very personal feeling about that casting. You want me to tell you the inside story?
Yes.
Promise not to tell anybody else? This isn't streaming or anything, is it? God, thank God, I trust you. You wouldn't fuck with me, right? I wouldn't fuck with you. Don't fuck with me. So, what?
Will you do me a favor and stop looking at the door every 5 seconds like you want to get out of here?
You'll forgive me if I'm a little on edge. The last time we were together, you killed me.
The last time we were together, you stabbed me.
I'm sorry.
You want to dwell on the past? I don't.
I'm not myself anyway. What am I gonna do? Okay?
Look, it's time to save the world. Be the heroic Castiel instead of the butt of heaven's joke.
I am not the...
So I have developed a relationship with the folks at Supernatural over the years, right? I've been working on the show on and off since, was it 2008, 2009? I can't even remember. That's what I thought. Thank you for telling me how long I've been working on something. So when you develop a relationship like that, you sort of come to that table with certain expectations. Is that wrong? Right? Okay. Like honesty, forthrightness. I mean, these are some things that you hope when you've developed a relationship with somebody that are, you know, virtues that are practiced between the two of you. Well, I think I might have gotten, I think I was scrolling through Twitter looking for a fight. I don't do that. And I saw, stop being so serious. I saw an Entertainment Weekly announcement, because Comic-Con was happening, that Lucifer had been recast. I was like, what the fuck? So I read through it was an article that they'd made the announcement at Comic-Con. Nobody told me, right?
Aw, did you lose your little stick?
I did.
How did you?
Turns out rage is a good motivator. And I think you forgot something. I'm Lucifer.
Told you size didn't matter.
You...
Whoops.
That Lucifer had been recast with Rick Springfield. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna do something about this. So I urged any discontentment I found on social media. I urged it gently, and it sort of took off and had a life of its own. And it just so happened about 2 days after this, I'm miserable. Not because, it got recast, but because people I thought I had a relationship with didn't tell me in advance. So I thought I was getting the boot, and it was a Hollywood boot, on top of it. Anybody who's ever been in Hollywood for a time knows what that means. And so 2 or 3 days later, I get a call for an audition for The Exorcist, the TV show. And it's at Ulrich Dawson, and they're the people who cast Supernatural. And I'm sitting in the waiting room, sort of concentrating on my lines and sort of concentrating on taking the world out. And Ulrich calls me in, or Dawson calls me into the office. He's like, Mark, I want you to know Rick isn't Lucifer. I didn't expect that to be a topic of conversation. So I was like, what? And he said, yeah, look. And he showed me an email that I wasn't supposed to see from Andrew Dabb, the showrunner, that sort of laid out the storyline for that season. And I was like, well, you could have told me. I started a fight. I thought you guys were giving me the Hollywood, He's like, nope, Lucifer's just hopping around some vessels before he gets to you. I was like, thank you for telling me. That's the inside story of that. So,
thank you.
A Hollywood story that didn't go bad in the end, for me, at least. So, I don't mean to diss Rick. I think he's a very good actor and a musician, and he looks damn good for his age. He's got a rockin' body, right? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not afraid to say it, right? But I disagreed with his interpretation. I thought, and this isn't ego talking, I just think it's about character consistency, and I think what Misha did was really cool. Well, it was cool, and I think it was smart, because he was trying to bring character consistency to his interpretation, and he wanted a flavor of me in what he did, because that's just what you should do. If somebody's originated a part, you should carry a flavor of them over into it, because the personality is the same that's popping in between vessels. So anyway, I apologize for nailing Rick. I mean it, but I don't. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Rick. I don't mean to be judgy, but I am. Why hide it?
Lucifer has crips. Lucifer has wings. You're so freaking dumb.
Actually.
I've been looking for that.
No way. No friggin'. Ah!
Hiya.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm not too bad. I'm a little tired.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bloodied but unbowed.
What?
What? Do you want to see my new ring?
What did he say? I cannot understand you. I'm sorry.
You know why? Because of the echo in here.
Yeah.
Now you know what I feel most of the time.
Yeah.
My ring. You want to see my new ring?
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, it's shiny.
Come here. I'll show you. So when I was in Denver last week at the convention, I have a really good friend who's a jeweler, and he was wearing this ring.
Oh, that's sick.
Isn't it sick? Sick is good, right? Sick. Okay. It's not like that's making you nauseous. You actually think it's cool. What's your question?
So I was just wondering if you could provide us a bit of color on what you would do to get into character for Lucifer.
Cool, copy that. I don't have to do anything to get into character. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You know what? It's totally fine. You do you, dude. You're freaking awesome.
Wow. I'm getting a self-esteem shot here. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, though.
So my ring has a saying on it. Freedom or death. It's a little intense for 11 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you say? I still thought it was cool.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Right. Come on.
You know what? You're awesome.
Thanks. You too, I guess.